There's always a lot of things to do and not a lot of time to do them. Fantastic. Morning, everybody. My name is Curtis, and let's do a quick show. I say that to myself probably before every single show. Usually do one note and then glance down and go, well, I can't start another note that consists of one word because I've already done 25 minutes of show, and that was just on one, so I should probably try and wrap it up, and then it takes another 5 minutes to end the show somehow. But when you decide all the rules of the show, then you can do that, and I am, as we can all tell. 'Cause right now, I'm just basking in my own inability to get this show rolling. Today's show, sharing, huh? I'm not talking. Hey, why can't I just steal movies? Can I just share Hollywood movies into my own eyes and brain without feeling bad? Mm, yes, is the answer. But no, I'm not talking about that kind of sharing or file sharing or whatever. Um, I'm talking about emotion. No, maybe actually yes. Um, there's a place on the internet called Reddit, and I hate it there. I was introduced to it as like there's this place where it's just all a bunch of just nerds and weirdos and all kinds of every category for everything. So if you're interested in it, it's there. And then there's people posting and then talking about those posts, and it's a wonderful wonderful place. And then I clicked on it and I went there and I tried to post things, and they were like, "No, you never posted anything here before, so you can't post anything." Did I just fall into a catch-22, Mr. Mixpicklick, backwards, just Svengali universe? Is this just everything going to be a puzzle in my life? Is that what this is? It's supposed to be just Motron 5000, and then I get there and you're like, yeah, you got you got to be here in order to get here. Okay, all right. Let's read all the things. Let's figure out if this is possible, or do I just give up on the internet altogether and put it in a garbage can and say I'm done. I'm done. I already live in the woods. I'm just gonna unplug everything. I'm gonna crawl into a hole behind the house and never come out because the internet it's nuts. I think I just started with something simple like here's a comic strip, or here's a funny. No, that's what it was. It was a story like, hey, there's all these different just people go on. And it was like, oh, this really frightened me, or this is funny, or this is whatever. Like, okay, I think this story fits in here. And they were like, hey, this is serious, not for your funny nonsense. Like, it's for true stories. This is a true story. I'm sorry that in the end something funny actually happened, but it did. It's not a punchline. It's the wrapping up of the whole story. It involved a weird guy telling me a very similar-ish story, and me being like, "This is unbelievable. I can't believe." It. But regardless, they just no. You want to find somewhere else for it? Okay. What about this then? Nope, not that either. Okay. Comics. Seems people just post their comics, and then other people either vote them up or vote them down and or leave comments on them. Makes sense. Just like a blog, just like any other place in the internet. So I'm gonna play this game. Here's some comic strips, and I think like the first one I got like a comic comment that said something like, "This is not funny." Oh, okay, a lot of the comics on here aren't funny, but some of them are. Whatever. This place is full of hate mongers. It seemed like, oh well, the rules are in order to post here or in order to comment here, you need to post. In order to post, you need to comment. So everybody has some goodwill and they're talking, but I can't seem to get or find anything other than horrible, horrible comments. And even when I do go and just be like, oh, I love this, like, no, you didn't say enough. Well, here's a bigger critique. No, you already tried to say something less than 6 minutes ago. You can't say something more than 6 minutes at a time. What? I didn't expect that to actually happen. If you've never used Reddit before, people of the world don't. But that's a thing. hey, all right, you don't have enough comment karma to post something, so you better go leave some comments. Fine, fine. In order to get into this thing, and then it's go and try, and then it literally says, no, you're doing that too much. You already commented, or oh, you already posted a comic. You can't post another one. But what if I did two today? What if what if I think it's cool? It seems like other people get to do a lot of stuff. Like, oh, well, they've done a lot of stuff before, so they get to do a lot of stuff now. Oh, yeah. So the internet's based on seniority now? Is that what this is? The thing that is for all the millennials and the young people and all the newest people to the information superhighway? You have to have. That doesn't make sense. That's not fair. I hate you, Reddit. So many reasons. So whatever, I forget about Reddit for a while and just kind of leave it alone. And I every once in a while I just get in this kick where it's like I want to post one of my poems somewhere, but just not to my Facebook because it's like this is like my feelings and stuff. And a lot of times people are like, oh, I can't believe you posted that on Facebook. Where else does stuff go then? I don't know. I had a blog and I don't know. Nobody cares about blogs anymore. I don't. So what else do I do? I just for a moment I want to dump some rhymes somewhere, and if there is the capacity to comment, fine. If not, I just need to know it's out there. Simple. So I went to some sites where it's like, hey, we're all poetry buddies. Have some fun. Post some poetry. Read some poetry. Like, okay, cool. Maybe I'll like it here. Try to post a poem. Like, no, there are rules. What rules? Like again, like well, you have to sign up for this, and then you have to like, all right, fine. Nope, you guys aren't interested in sharing at all. Like I want to share, and you still have rules. Then go to another one, the same thing, where it's just like, oh, again, like if you haven't been here or you haven't whatever done this at some other place, and you can put that reference here. Like I'm not looking for a job. I want to put some rhymes on the internet. Finally, I go back to Reddit because I'm like, oh, well, they have a poetry thing. And of all the things, this overly sensitive Reddit realm of maniacs, this has to be the one that works, right? Because if this place really is so oversensitive like it is, I I think that the poetry section must be like this is got to be where for sure. Back to Reddit again. Go to the poetry section, try to post a poem, and then it's like, whoa, 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 what is this? A poem? Yes. What? What did I do wrong? Um, this is for more for like poetry discussions. So no actual poems will be here. You can reference some poems, but yeah, we'd rather you would build on a discussion that already exists or a topic from within the blah 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 blah. Okay, but there is a poetry like yeah. There's a like share poetry, and I think it was called like poetry sharing. It was something so already communal in the title. So I went there, and again I was like, all right, here we go. Here's the thing: write your poem here, title here, submit button there. Easy. Do. Bop bop bop. Bleep bleep bleep. Interneted. Push. Ding. You have a message. Already? I just submitted that, but I guess the sensitive poetry community is like, finally, you make sense and we love you. The poem was about how I couldn't seem to post a poem anywhere on the internet and how sharing has become impossible if you don't already know the weird prison rules of every website out there. But I can't check out every website all the time. I just want a few that are fun. So YouTube seems to be the best place in the world now. I'm just gonna, as long as I don't try to steal anything or play a movie or whatever, I can do whatever, and yeah, we'll eventually get to some poetry at some point. So yeah, I pour my heart out with, I just want some sort of acceptance. I just want to stop feeling bad. I just want to write a poem without feeling like it's some weird crime. I mean, do you want me to call it a rap song? Do you want me to call it a song? I don't care. What do you want me to do in order to do this? Leanne Rhymes gets to do whatever. She can just rhyme, have it in her last name. That's why I thought of her name. Couldn't figure it out. I don't know any Leanne Rhymes songs at all. At all. I'm only thinking of Jewel when I think of the name LeAnn Rimes. So, regardless, back into Reddit, and I just, I don't know. I don't know. Like, this should make perfect sense. Here you go. But no, yeah, I got that email, and it said, hey, this is like Steve or something, not even a robot this time. It seems like you tried to post a poem in the poetry posting section. And it's just like, oh, my heart crusted over with barbed wire and steel. Like, you're killing me. You're killing me. Did you even, if you read the poem, it's about how I just want somebody to just let them, oh, God. You can't just post a poem here. You have to first either send it to one of these other people, ask them to critique it, and they won't critique it unless you've asked somebody else to allow you to critique theirs 5 times, I think it is. And then, after all of those things combine into a poetry Voltron, you can have a whatever 8 paragraph, 8 stanza poem on Reddit. So mad. So instead of doing that, I wrote, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. My feelings are really hurt and I feel really bad. I don't understand what's happening right now and I don't understand the words you were saying. I just want to post a poem on your internet and not feel like a bad person. I'll leave you alone now. Goodbye. Sorry. See you never, baby. Send. And I think I might even put like tears in brackets in there somewhere. I was just like, I'm so destroyed right now. So destroyed. And the guy writes back again. It wasn't a bot for once. It's always just like, this is a bot, don't write to me. And this time it was like, this is me, Steve. I really don't want you to feel bad. Like, wow, you're giving me a little bit of hope, Reddit. A little bit of hope. Come on, Steve, pull me out of this. What do you got for me? Well, what you can do if you just want to share. If you just want to share, yes, Steve, just let me share. Okay, take your little poem and then you submit it to this like one little message area, and then I'll take it, me or one of the other Steves, and we'll share it in this little hole over here where nobody's ever gonna look and nobody cares because this is where the stupid people who don't want to play the game get shoved. And he didn't say it like that, but I know. In Steve's heart, he was like, why can't they just play by the rules? Because you've made rules for no reason, Steve, creator of Reddit. Um, I don't even know. I just recently found out that, oh, Reddit stands for like Reddit. Like, oh, I read it on Reddit. Ah, clever. I thought it meant like re-edit, as in, hey, we're re-editing the whole world. We're doing cool stuff. We're crazy. But no, it's just we're we're a bunch of horrible people, and we don't want anybody to try and join us in any way. But if you do join us, we want you to join like a lot, but then we've put time limits on that. So it's honestly, it is so much worse than playing like a Clash of Clans or a hey, wait and see, farm your life away game on your phone, because this is real people saying no, not today. I just made up 5 more rules. Oh, and everything has the rule like no politics on it, but everything on there is about politics. You guys don't know what words mean. So anyway, sadly, it's a place where lots of people go who actually are the audience for things that I put up, but I just can't get it to them because there's a bunch of jerks in between me and the people that are like, well, you just seem like a normal guy putting up comic strips. I'm like you. Let's have fun. Let me write a comment. Oh, sorry, I've disabled comments. Well, then how do you get comment karma? I hate you. Let's watch a cartoon. I don't even know about what. One of these days, I'll pick them beforehand, and then we can actually talk about the cartoon and why or how, anything about it. Last episode, 2 episodes ago, the 8-bit music of Jordan Roherty, robotcousin.com. If you want to check out more, he's got lots of free music there just for the listening. And I just went through. He put out this like 8-bit album with 8 or 10 songs on it. I'm like, I'm gonna animate one of these. And then I don't have time to animate. These are long. These are like actual song length. I'm gonna animate whatever the shortest one is. I'd rather the second shortest one. And then I did this one. I think that's how it went. And again, no real planning. Just started playing the music and then making stuff. And it's like, okay, cool. Fetus bubbles. I don't know what these are. Spaceship cartoon. Anyway, this week something different. Lots of pointing. It's not polite, but it keeps happening. we're all hands full of fingers. Pointing's going to happen. Apologies will have to be made. I don't know why I was going to stop recording. This is where the lever is. It's not on the. It's never been on the computer, you idiot. And we're back. So, after I fought with Steve on Reddit and he finally put that thing up, I wrote another poem just all about just Reddit specifically, how much I hate you, how much you ruin everything when all I want to do is share. I just want to share with you. You got a big share hole and a whole pile of shares. Let me just share. And you're like, can you jump through hoops? I mean, everything doesn't have to be is the Matrix 2, I think, when Neo goes to try and meet, maybe it's the first one, no, the second one, the new Oracle, I guess, and in order to meet her, he first has to fight a guy and a bunch of sticks and then chase him and then fight him some more. No, I don't want to do that in order to do everything I have to do. Sometimes, again, it's just like, what if I lived in a world where you went to the store and were like, oh, that cost $1, here's $1. Well, then here's that thing that you wanted that cost $1, and everybody goes home making sense. But even that is not how anything works. How much is that? $1? Excellent, here's $1. Not enough. What are you talking about, Reddit real life? What are you talking about? Oh, well, taxes and nonsense and made up things. So that's like $1.45? What? Don't you mean like $1.14? Even that seems a little crazy. Yeah, I don't know. It's up today. It's up today? It's just, what are we doing then? Then we're doing something crazy, right? Like, that's the only way to explain that. Everybody, like all the people on Reddit, are also the people running things in the world. And I can't remember which side, again, in the darkness where the actual camera hole is. Forgot to put something over there to look at. C'est la vie, etc. But, yeah, like I said, I'll make this a quick episode because life is full of nonsense. And after I add the cartoon, I've been trying to make these like 22 minutes, and they keep turning out like 31. Maybe that doctor that I said, hey, this isn't a superpower. I don't just take a thing and then always talk for 20 minutes on it, but apparently I do. Apparently his diagnosis, even though completely unrelated to why I was in there, was completely true. And all right, you're the doctor. You're the doctor. And that's more people looking for more work or having more work comments. That's okay. That's fine. Onward and upward? Nope, that's not what we say. Was it a sheep? No, couldn't have been chasing a sheep. A hippopotamus? No. Don't stab anybody. Always be good. Like E.T. said, be careful. Seriously, don't stab me, mostly. Like I said, this is, do whatever you want. Just keep me safe, all right? Keep me in my magic bubble. And have a good morning. Down below, buy a book that I made. Buy a book, one of many that we made over here at No Such Thing as Grown Ups. That Morning Everybody is a subsidiary of. And yes, I am just trying to watch the clock until I get to 22 minutes. But whatever. Facebook, YouTube, subscribe, like. What do we got over here? Settings button. crank the quality all the way up, even though I crank the quality all the way down so I don't have to wait 10 hours for it to upload. And Twitter, who, blah, whatever, who cares? Watch out for robots.
Click on my butt or Ripley's butt to subscribe. Click on my butt. Click on my butt. Click on my butt. Subscribe. Click on my butt. Click on my butt. Click on my butt.